takeoff from St. Louis downtown.
And looking for the traffic departing
M600 311 Mike X-ray. I don't see anybody coming, or clear to go 30 left. Auto throttle picks up around 700 pounds.
60 cross check.
Or 700 pounds of torque. And automatically sets full power. Make sure those toes are
rotate.
down off the rudders. Big hooves. Positive rate. Trim now. Trim. Push trim. Yep. So you're holding rudder, or what's going on there? Push with your right foot and trim it. Trim. Push your right foot to trim. Yep, exactly. Do you need to trim at all?
No.
Okay. Positive rate. Yep. Pumps, igniters, hots, and lights. Everything else is done. We want to verify positive rate before you look away from the autopilot. So the auto throttle adjusts to 122. You go to 120, that's all right. By default, and that's okay. Remember that for instrument flying,
check gear.
This is a known issue with this airplane, the check gear light. We're advised that they're going to fix that here soon. 120 knots is a nice number for flying this airplane because that's your category Bravo speed, or your top speed. Bravo, for the purposes of instrument flying, is aircraft that should be over the ground at 90 to 120 knots.
Check gear.
So that's why we like 120. Now, this is the pattern, so all bets are off. We could fly the downwind in 130 if we like. But what we're finding is it takes too long for the auto throttle to slow the airplane into the white arc if we use 130. So you see we only got 10 knots to go here to have the white arc. We haven't even put down the gear in the flaps yet.
Check gear.
So again, in the interest of...
1 Mike X-ray, runway 30 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 30 left, 1 Mike X-ray.
In the interest of productivity, we delay on gear and flaps until we're putting the nose down. Clear to land, I heard, so, yep.
Check gear.
Piper 2 Delta Lima, turn right next taxiway, contact ground point.
Check gear.
We've been a tad high, just a skosh on these landings, so let's consider beginning the descent sooner with respect to your left base.
Check gear.
And getting gear and flaps at the same time. Yeah.
Check gear.
Yep. And 110 on the throttle. Good. You can also lose that flight director. Good. And again, we're using the autopilot in the pattern, whereas ordinarily you wouldn't, but this is training, so we're getting used to the autopilot and to the proper pattern. The eyes being outside when you're in the pattern is a good idea. I recommend 80% of the time you should be looking outside in a VFR traffic pattern. Today there's nobody else with us in the pattern, so the ADS-B equipment isn't giving us any complaints at all. Good. Good call. Base to final turn. Looking much better this time. So 100 knots until all turns are completed. Nice. Here's where it helps to put the path marker right on the threshold, so we can see that you're not drifting left or right. Feels like the wind has shifted a little bit, although the number's not changed one iota, so I guess that's my judgment working there. Looking good.
500.
Delta Tower, Piper 151 Delta
Auto
Lima,
throttle.
3 miles south of
Auto throttle is off.
2500 with India inbound for the pattern.
Good. Good move.
Piper 151 Delta Lima, downtown tower, enter left base, runway 30 left.
Left base, 30 left, Piper 151 Delta Lima.
3 green. Runway's clear, recommend we continue. I feel that trim running just in time. Got a little drift to the right. That's it. Hold it still now. Sweet. Back pressure, brakes, and beta. Toes up. Coming back here. Yeah, nicely done. Dick Rochfort, fly safely. Train off it.